Today was a fun day out on the scooter. I did Petit Ballon, which is a Cat 1 climb. We did it on the side of Eschbach. So the average gradient is 7.1% and it climbs 812 meters over just over 11 kilometers, I think.
Yes.
And here we are going up the less steep section. It's about 6-7% gradient up here. You can see I've got quite a decent speed. I was doing less strokes per side, 5 strokes per side, and then switch kick to the other side. And how was the wattage for you at this point?
Well, this is around the threshold wattage for me on that kind of climb. So I was behind you with a bicycle, and it was quite an effort for me. Guys, you should see that man. He's strong.
I don't know about that, but I am starting to get the hang of the kick scooter. It's not going too badly, as you can see.
Yeah, so we're still in the village for now, and we're going to be in the forest soon, where it's more bumpy, but we're still doing fine.
Here we have the steepest section of the climb. The gradient here is 12%. I did post a story on Insta that said 13%, but that wasn't right. It's 12%, which is pretty close anyway. And you can see my speed is still not too bad going up.
Look at this cadence.
Well, it's not so easy to keep high cadence on here, but if you do smaller, shorter strokes, you can still keep your cadence pretty high.
If you don't kick, then you stop and you go back.
Then we get to a part of the climb where it starts to flatten out a bit. And you can see the road here is a bit smoother too. That really helps a lot with these small scooter wheels. The compound on this rubber is also really hard, so you do feel the bumps in the road quite a bit more than you would otherwise. And you also like this section on the bike because you get to take a bit of a breather.
But it flattens up a little because we arrive at the inn, which is about 2/3 of the climb, and then it will kick again and be steeper.
Yeah, now it's starting to kick again. I didn't intend for a pun on that.
Me neither.
So here we have the downhill on the other side. This part of the road is not as rough as the other parts. And you can see that I use my foot for braking here.
It's a 5% descent. That's alright.
Yeah, it's not too crazy. It's the first time I'm doing this downhill today on a scooter, so I didn't want to go too crazy fast. I just want to show you here in slow-mo the technique that I use when I come around the corners. So I stick the foot out in the direction of the corner that I'm going. So if I'm turning left like here, I stick out the left foot, take it from the outside, go on the inside on the apex of the corner, and then come back out just like on a bike. Here is a straight section of the climb, and you can see that I get down into an aero tuck here. I like to put my 2 feet next to each other versus one behind the other. I just feel more stable that way, and it's better for anticipating the next braking around the corner. I also hit my max speed on this section of 53 kilometers per hour, but due to the rough road it did cut some of my speed. Here are the final stats for the ride. Still a pretty good average speed considering the rough descent, 18 kilometers per hour, and max speed there you can see 52.6. I just rounded it up to 53, and 865 meters of climbing for a 31 kilometer loop.